Hey everybody, this is a video about your final paper. So I'm going to go over the rubric here. All right. Why does it always do this? Okay. All right. So your final paper is worth 100 points. And this is a 7 to 10 page paper and you're going to write about one of the approaches to counseling with children that you've learned about in class. You can choose child-centered play therapy, which is what we're covering the most, or another theory, or another type of play therapy, like Adlerian or CBT. You can also choose experiential art therapy or creative approaches to working with children based on our No Talk Therapy for Children and Adolescents book, or you can choose art therapy. So if you choose an experiential approach, you still need to choose a theory unless there's a theory supporting the intervention. So for example, if you're drawn to playing games with children, or puppets or something like that, or an art therapy technique, then you need to still justify why through a theory. So for example, let's say you wanted to play games with children, and you could say that CBT helps children analyze thoughts and behaviors, and that's why I want to use Candyland, Monopoly, etc. to specifically address cognitive distortions. But you would have to also talk about what those distortions are and how you're going to actually address it. And whatever approach you use, and the reason I say that is that like child-centered play therapy is rooted in a child-centered approach, which is based on person-centered therapy that Carl Rogers started. So that's like the theory is intricately designed within the approach. Whereas some of the others that are more experiential, like say you're using puppets or sand tray, there may not be a theory attached to it. But you may want to look into that and find how you might use puppets for a certain type of theory. But whatever you choose, whatever approach you choose, you're required to write about the history and creators of the approach, the theory of personality or beliefs about human nature that's connected to that approach, or choose a different theory and apply it to that approach. Structure of therapy, goals, approach, and methods of conducting the therapy, techniques, and then research and evidence that supports the approach. And citations are required. And then populations with which you would like to use the approach, and why the approach appeals to you and how you will apply the approach. The paper should be 7 to 10 pages long in APA format, not including cover page or references, and you must cite at least 5 outside resources other than your book. So the rubric is basically what's just in this outline above. So you're going to convey an understanding of the history and creators of the counseling approach for 20 points. Theory of personality is adequately described, 20 points. Structure of therapy, goals, approach, and methods and techniques for 20 points. Rationale for approach and population with which it is best used and why the approach appeals to you for 15 points. Research and other evidence supporting the approach for 15, and appropriate citations and minimum met 10, and this is for a total of 100 points. So it's pretty straightforward. If you just follow this rubric and kind of the outline above, you'll be in good shape. All right, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much. And let's see here. I'm going to stop my share and end the meeting. And of course, if you have any questions, just ask me in class or shoot me an email. I'm available to you. Thanks. Bye.